everybody, and welcome back to the Lauren D. Filter YouTube channel. And today we're in a different location, and I'm kind of doing a video that I'm not 100% sure what it's about yet. I will be signing and packaging books for people that won giveaways and bought books from me. So let's get to that. So, a while ago on Instagram, I had somebody request me to do a video about how I got into writing and just like the entire story of my writing process, which sounds like a big topic and also sounds like a lot of talking about me, but I guess that's kind of the point of this channel, but I still don't like it. I think I get asked this question a lot, especially by younger writers, because they really want to know how to be able to get into it and how to be able to figure out their writing process. And generally I feel like it's very personal to each person, because once you get into writing, it's different. For me personally, this story started out as something that wasn't even intended to be a book, which I know is a very different thing for people, especially people aspiring to write books. I started off like trying to write books about things that were not great. We all had some pretty bad original ideas for different books. And this one kind of just stumbled in by accident. Like, I already been working on it for like a year, just coming up with it. And so I was like, hey, what if I wrote this down? And I ended up doing it. And it worked for me. But a lot of people don't have that story just hanging around for them to be able to grasp and use. So I would say I'm pretty lucky that way. The only people above me are the ones who have dream-inspired books. Like, honestly, those people are absolutely insane. How? Teach me your ways of having like comprehensible dreams. I would say fine. In a recent interview I did with my friend Ariana, I mentioned about writing a story that you're passionate about and not just writing a story that you want to write about. So trying to find a story that you're passionate about has always been extremely difficult for me to try and tell you how to do, because again, it's kind of a very personal process, and the way I did it was in a way of comfort. Like, the story that I came up with was something that really helped me out in a lot of circumstances, because it made me feel not alone. It was fun to think about, and it was just something I looked forward to doing and coming up with every day. So it was something I was already personally attached to. And I'm not saying like you've got to find a story that makes you feel comfortable inside, but I mean, sure, I guess being able to find a story that you just personally love, not just for writing that book, is just already a huge stepping stone toward having a book that you're invested in and can begin your creative writing process. I know not everybody who follows me here wants to hear about writing, because y'all are readers too, but this was a requested video. Personal writing process, I feel like after I got onto that point, I was pretty motivated to write books, because once you find a story that you just love so much, it's pretty easy just to self-motivate. But I wouldn't say, oh, I just really wanted to do it every day, because honestly, I'm a lazy human being and I just really didn't want to do it some days. A lot of days still don't. Sometimes I'm wondering, why am I writing a series? Like, boy, series take up a lot of time. And it's definitely the self-motivation. Like, this works for anything, you know. You have your final goal. You want to become a published author. You want people to read your books. That's why it's worth it. And you love the story, so you want other people to love the story. So being able to love your story is a motivator that can help your other motivations. Because if you don't love the story, then why do you care if other people do? Unless you care that highly of what other people think of you. And I would say, like, when people ask, hey, what's your writing process? You know, I never have a good answer for them, honestly, because I don't have a very good writing process. I don't write every day, which isn't fantastic, which is like, okay, I'm not gonna say this isn't fantastic, because you're still a writer if you don't write every day, which is something I've heard a lot of people say. Like, I didn't really know that it was a thing that you're supposed to write every day and you're a real writer, but it's definitely very personal for each person, what motivates you the best. I know people that do sit down and write every day and they can write like 1,000 words, but for me it's just like depending. Like, I try to write every day, but it really depends on what I'm doing. Like right now I'm in the middle of an editing and drafting phase, so when I don't feel like editing, I can go and draft book 3, and then when I do feel like editing, which I really need to feel like doing like editing right now, I will do it and get down to it. And you really, it's the motivation. You have to find something that motivates you, and just having a passionate story is something that really helps. Also doing a quick outro because I've forgotten like all the videos that I've done so far. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully all my rambling made sense and answered some of the questions that people have been asking me recently. As always, check me out on Instagram because I feel like I'm more fun there. And tune in next week maybe for the unanswered questions video. My plan has been to every other week have a book related video, and then the other week will be like writing advice or book reviews or something more in that sort of way. I realize that I'm not as good at this. Maybe I need to learn how to script. But anyway, make sure to subscribe, comment if you want to, and drop a like. That sounds so weird. Anyway, thank you, and see you guys in the next video.